Line level is a standard electrical signal range in the audio world for interconnecting audio gear. Unlike microphones, which produce mic-level signals that are a few thousandths of a volt, or instruments that use pickups, which produce higher levels at high impedances, line-level signals have already been conditioned and amplified to a peak of around 1 or 2 volts at 600 ohms. But they're significantly lower than speaker-level outputs. Line-level devices come in 2 flavors. Consumer devices, like CD and Blu-ray players, which have unbalanced line inputs and outputs that operate at a reference level of 0.775 volts at 600 ohms. This is known as minus 10 dBV, and it's the lower of the 2 line-level standards. They're typically connected using RCA jacks and cables, but might use 1/8" jacks and cables, or even smaller ones. Can you say adapters, yo? Those end up looking the same as a headphone jack, which they aren't. The second type is found on professional gear that usually has balanced line inputs and outputs that operate at a reference level of 1.23 volts at 600 ohms. This is also known as plus 4 dBu and is the higher of the 2 standards. They can be connected with 1/4" jacks and cables or XLRs, and your mixer may have all 3 kinds of connections. It's confusing, but now at least you know why. I know all that dBu and dBV stuff only makes sense to an engineer. But if you see a device, like your mixer, with a minus 10 plus 4 switch by a jack somewhere, now you know it allows you to choose between the 2 line level standards. Minus 10 is the lower consumer level, and plus 4 is the higher pro gear level. This allows you to select the proper level for the devices that you're connecting. To make sure you round out the topic, you should watch the videos on mic level and what is balanced. I'm Greg Hill for AV Genius.